Semifinals.
Semifinals?
I can't say the end of words anymore.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop making fun of you. All right, so we showed up with a Tetris PC to start us off. He's gonna put Jayden at the top of the board.
That's a quick
Wylie, are you aware that Jayden is no longer the sprint world record holder?
I am aware of that, and I've got the players the wrong way around. Sorry.
We're working on it. All right, so Jayden with this fast zone here, looking for that higher clear, not finding it. That is a 52, and Uyeshota only has half zone to deal with this. Has the eyepiece he's needed for now, but Jayden's going to try to spam out that attack, trying to see if she can top out Uyeshota right now, who appears to be stabilizing, has to cover the well. That's not great. They have what they need. They have the, and then they misdrop
the eyepiece. That's a phase 2 death. Phase 2 top out.
My God. Okay. Ooh, and an early mess drop from Uyeshota here. Early mess drop from Jayden as well.
With something wild on their board there.
Yeah, I don't know really what's going on there.
Kind
I'm
of
sure
opens
she'll
it up
figure it out.
Doesn't end up taking it, but that's fine. Probably for the best. You were saying though, yes, Jayden no longer has the sprint world record in TEC. It's been taken by Sake Gohan. Or Akashi Robot.
I found that out because Quick and Smart sent me the link to the YouTube. Oh, hello?
Jayden.
I was told that it worked is what I was trying to say, but yeah, Jayden finding the PC in zone there is...
and 18 actually doesn't do too much.
Almost had another PC.
Uyeshota is gonna kill? No.
No, that's not gonna kill. Jayden's gonna be alive for now. Has the quarter zone.
I think they're dead.
I think they're dead.
No,
wait, no.
They're dead, the Tetris. They're absolutely fine. Apologies.
And she's alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's alive. Okay.
Guys. Hold off the autopsy.
Scary. Scary.
He's warm. Scary. Oh, jeez. Nice prophecy, and we're going to see a simultaneous zone activation. Jayden's, no surprise here, going to end first, but it isn't phase 3 yet. Misdrop though, with that Z piece just sitting there awkwardly, and Uyeshota doesn't even neutralize half of the zone.
Combo down stack from Uyeshota here as they are trying to build up some stack, trying to get some Tetrises going, but Jayden is just trying to keep up the pressure. Jayden recognizes she has the advantage right now. Uyeshota has a panic zone right here, but that is quite the panic zone. That is 23 lines from there. Jayden slowing down a little bit at the beginning of the zone here. Maybe that's just my 3C lagging. Not quite sure, but it genuinely looked the same. All right, so now we have Jayden at the top of the board. Uyeshota has found the reversal in a spot where Jayden did originally have the advantage, and that's kind of what we expect to see from Uyeshota in this matchup. We've seen it before, and you know, Jayden is just going to have to try to claw this back to her side, but every single second Jayden takes here is more time for Uyeshota.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful floating T-spin there, built into a Tetris, and that's a misdrop! Another eye hang! Another eye misdrop, just like Uyeshota around earlier. Jayden misplaces their eyepiece and gives the round away. I say gives the round away, but it's not like they didn't fight for it.
Yeah, and that's going to be 2 out of 2 rounds lost to misdrop so far.
Big rips, oh well. Next round, here we go.
Absolutely.
We've had so many close matches today. Usually I feel like in TEC, you see like very close matches, but it all goes one way in a 1-5 or a 0-5. We've seen a 4-5, a 2-5, and currently we have a tie so far. It's great.
All 3 of our matches have been 1-1.
Incredible. This is peak TEC gameplay. And that's a flat TP solve with a 20 from Jayden, a 60 ulti.
I do love that solve, and that is going to be a 51-17 from Uyeshota. Still a very strong zone from Uyeshota, but Jayden's ulti right there is going to put a little bit of attack on Uyeshota's board. That is coming in as clean, though. Both of these players are definitely looking to put this into phase 3 right now. Both players almost at the exact same score. Uyeshota with a slight score advantage and a misdrop that's going to slow them down just a little bit. Already a nice fix.
Big still. That Tetris was a lovely way to finish that. Okay,
Jayden zoning from the bottom of the board here, definitely trying to bring this into phase 3. Uyeshota zones as well, both from the bottom of the board, so they're trying to get the full use of that phase 2 timer. Generally, you'll see these players going for purposely. Okay.
Uyeshota's zone is kind of insane.
It kind of is.
62 and 18.
And 18. Okay.
I can tell
one of the things that these two players will try to do is purposely push it over to phase 3 so that the opponent doesn't get the longer zone timer because they're both really fast players.
An 8 combo there. Neutralizing a lot
that
of
time
what
they did.
Uyeshota was sending.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll talk about that again, but okay. Yeah, Uyeshota with the man-made stack right here, the 3-6. The misdrop on that SP is going to slow them down a little bit, but Jayden's board is not something you want to have right now. She's down stacking through this. Ooh, and that misdrop on the side there is not ideal. That's going to cause some problems here, and Uyeshota is going in for the killing blow right now. Up here, this 15 line, 16, 17 lines of zone. That is going to be a 43 attack there from Uyeshota, and Jayden only has a quarter zone right now. Little bit of combo down stack to be had for now, but yeah, those are some large chunks right there. There's a lot incoming, and there is even more on the other side. Jayden sees the end of this queue.
They passed the garbage chunks. What?
Oh, what?
Wait, hang on. So, what was that exactly we just saw? It was a
floating
like TST with a cut copy, kind of? It was just a mess of spins, but it worked out. However, not enough to keep it alive. That was like, I can't keep up with these players some days.
You also can't keep up with chat. I misheard peak TC's BTMC. Insane message from Diao. Okay.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So you should have misdrops 2 pieces with the first 2 bags.
See, how do you play OSU? I have no idea, man.
I don't even know.
Celica? Sorry,
Celica.
Celica? Oh, sorry. I'm losing my mind. I'm sick of my voice.
Thank you for the raid. Alright, so we have both players, well, okay, now Uyeshota's full zone, both players at full zone right here. Uyeshota with a little bit of a misdrop. They do zone a little bit early. That's awkward. That's awkward on Uyeshota's board. So Jayden potentially can outzone Uyeshota right now. And that is going to be a 50 and 19, and Uyeshota is going to have the pieces that they need to get out, but that is still not where you want to be right now. And yeah, having to take some non-ideal stacking here and ultimately building 3/4 zone. So Uyeshota is definitely not down and out, but Jayden does have the score lead and definitely a little bit of edge in the mental game right now.
Yeah, it didn't exactly go badly for them when they made that first disc drop. They've actually recovered really well. I think they slowly swung this game in their favor.
And there is that zoneless phase 3 transition from Jayden right here.
Look at the score difference. Wait a minute. This
I know.
The game? What?
Yep.
Jayden with a misdrop there. Gonna cause him to burn with that T-piece in record time.
That is an insane zone from Jayden. A little bit of a misdrop, but that is a fast 45. Like, that is an insanely fast
seconds.
45.
Less than 8 seconds.
Is unheard of.
Uyeshota, I didn't have a... Okay.
Side forward.
A side forward from Jayden. Oh, and they're going to zone uber fast.
Uyeshota trying to quarter zone in response to this is probably going to be able to clear out the garbage queue, but yeah, Jayden is at the bottom of the board. Not too much attack to be had right now.
Oh, Jayden, look at that Z piece. Very aggressive considering the J is the last piece in the bag. Oh,
yep, gets those 2 J pieces right there and finds... Yeah, so Jayden did have the opportunity to attack right here, but Uyeshota is Uyeshota, and so Jayden not being able to find as much success as hoped for, and there's another side 4-buy to try to seal this right here, and I love it.
Uyeshota only just got to those double J's, by the way. They are so far behind in the P sequence. The speed from Jayden is phenomenal.
Yeah, Jayden with a small misdrop, forcing a little bit of slowdown on her board.
Nice 20, a 58 in 20. Jayden just receives the first chunk completely, and Uyeshota's gonna take the 3rd round. The stats are so similar.
3-1 Uyeshota's favor right now. This is tough if Jayden wants to come back here, but okay. Uyeshota, are you... What?
Have we got a controller issue?
That looks like a controller DCing.
Yeah, we might rerun this unless they activate again suddenly.
That's a keyboard unplugged controller DC if I ever saw one.
Even sub.
All right, now go.
Off we go, gang. 3-1, which means I don't have to keep score.
And now we're stick spinning. Oh, Jayden just decided to stick spin the first bag for funsies. All right, that honestly sometimes I do that if I'm being honest. That's some messy garbage on Jayden's board considering we're in phase 1.
That was very messy, yeah. Uyechota's gonna activate first. Can they do a Tetris as well? Another Tetris and a tease me. This is a very efficient over them. Another.
Very efficient for Uyeshota.
66. Jayden has to take the entire last chunk completely out of this game.
Yeah, no, that's
Not game. Sorry,
that
but
is
match
that
point.
round. Match point.
Look at the speed and the stats. Beating out Jayden in every single metric.
Are you aware that the score is 7,218 to -14?
Yes, it's very accurate.
Okay.
I'll update it. Hang on.
All right, so phase 1, both players just working through their clean wells. 6-3 well on Uyeshota's side and a nice 4-5 on Jayden's side. Jayden does misdrop at the start of this zone here. It's not going to be exactly what she needs, and this is bad. This is actually really bad for Jayden right now.
This is really bad for Jayden.
This is really bad for Jayden.
Is this how they get knocked down to losers? Oh, come on, Jayden. Not like this. Not like this. That's the way.
Okay, that's not enough.
Not enough.
Okay, she has survival, but
I think she
no
does.
overcharge. Okay, there.
Oh, Uyeshota makes a misdrop. This could be the opening that Jayden needs to get back into this set. Remember, if Jayden makes one mistake, they're going down to losers.
Cut copy there from Jayden, and I think she's officially brought this back. And so Uyeshota is sitting there with 48,000 points in full zone. Don't really think this is going to get this to phase 3 though, considering Uyeshota does not have access to the rest of this board. That is 58,000.
Wait, Jayden could like take control.
Jayden could have tanked that.
I think Jayden could take control here, going into phase 3. If they get the attack on the board, which I think they will. 52! Oh my god!
Okay. So Uyeshota is going to be able to probably mitigate most, if not all of this with this zone. A little bit of a misdrop at the end, but that's still going to put a lot on Jayden's board. And Jayden doesn't even have quarter zone yet, so this is bad. There's the quarter zone, and
oh no!
Yeah.
And despite all that, Uyeshota wins their 444th trillion, 444th billion, 444th million, 444,450 first round and takes the set.